Page 11, Home for the Holidays, or There's No Place Like Home for the Holidays, depending on how much you want to talk. I look it over, it's 3 pages long. The clef signs are treble and treble clef. Treble and treble, they got you. They may not stay treble and treble throughout, but careful on this, they're both treble clef. 4/4 time signature, right hand first. Let's see what we get. We're starting here. I don't need that chart. I don't use them. Just look at the music. Thumb here puts the hand here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get the right hand so I can at least play the notes and rhythms okay, and the fingering is working okay. And then the left hand. Treble clef with 4 and 2 here. That puts the hand here. Just lowering the hand down on these fingers. 1, 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, rest. 2, 3, 4, tie. See, in measure 3, that whole note, that's tied to the half note in measure 4. So you hold it down for 6 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, tie, 2. And then rest, rest. So I go through the whole thing and make sure the left hand's working okay. Then I'll put them together slowly, and I might hesitate at first. I don't care. It's just here and here. So 1, 2, 3, rest. Both hands are resting for 1 beat. 3, rest. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 2. I go through the whole mess and I put the hands together slowly, and then I'll go back through it slowly and make sure there are no hesitations anywhere. Go as slow as you need to. Use a metronome if you need to, but get rid of all the hesitations. The only hesitation you're allowed to have right now would be at the page turn. You can stop for that for now. We'll deal with that later. Once the hesitations are gone, I think about the articulation. Articulation is how we articulate, or how we express, or how we play the note, sort of. I mean, playing that's a little dangerous. The idea is they got slurs. You're going to connect it. I'd connect it anyway if they didn't tell you to. The point is, when they don't tell you anything, like the stuff we've had before, you do anything you want. I can play them disconnected. But when they put the slur in, you don't have a choice. So here, rest, rest, and measures 3 and 4. Even though they don't give you a slur in the right hand, I'm still going to connect it. Now, when the words start, they don't give you any articulation. But again, I'm going to connect it here. I'm going to connect this melody. We could start putting in the phrasing if you want a challenge. And that is, you follow the words, and when you come across a comma or a period or something like that, you lift up. It's like taking a breath. Well, in measure 4, we're here. Then the words start. I'm going to lift up. A little bit of silence. I'm not going to connect this to this. I lift up like a breath. Now I'm going to connect. I'll do that throughout. If I get something, a comma or whatever, I can do that. Let's go over to measure 10 on page 12. We're to connect. Lift up, because there's a comma after Rome, so I'm going to lift up. Like taking a breath. Then connect. Here, after gaze at the bottom of page 12, lift up. Just take a breath. Then I connect all that together. Lift. So you can put in, it's called phrases. They're musical sentences or musical thoughts. When there's words, we can use the written words to give us our musical thought in most cases. So you're just following those to lift up. It's just another thing we do when interpreting the music. And you can go back on the previous pieces if you want and try putting in the phrasing there. So lift up when there's a comma or period. It adds a lot to the music. It really does. So after the articulation, then I add the dynamics, the louds and softs. This starts out MP. There's no melody here, so it's going to be both hands. Moderately soft, moderately light. Rest, rest, Then on measure 4, MF, above the word, or where the words are, that's the melody. Here, moderately heavy. For the melody. This way, it's clear to the listener that these first 4 measures, that's just introduction. You see the double bars? That means you're leaving a section into another. That it technically would, I'd put the double bars elsewhere, but I won't get into that right now. The point is, at the beginning, it's an introduction. And it should sound different. They should know, the listeners, when the piece actually starts, and that is a measure 4 with the words. So that's louder. Sounds different, very definitely different than the introduction. Not always, but in this piece it does. Now when you get over to page 12, let's say measure 7 there at the top, you're here. That's all melody. This part, that's not melody. That needs to be light. Measure 11. That's melody. That's not. So I'm playing the melody louder and everything else in the background if I can. Now when you get over to measure 10, that's melody. And then measure 11, the quarter notes, this is like an introduction put at the end of the piece. We call it a coda. So an introduction is the beginning. It kind of introduces the piece. And we can have a coda at the end as kind of an afterthought. And that's what this is. And it's softer again. The melody is there, but the song ended with the word home at measure 19 and 20. The song's over there. You could leave the rest of it out. This afterthought. And it should be clear to the listener that this afterthought is an afterthought. It's not the melody again. So it's here and then soft, sort of. You get the idea? Okay. I'm sure you do. I hope. Then after the dynamics is the speed. And the speed, they say, is with feeling. Isn't that lovely? That has nothing to do with speed. You're going to play it with feel. You should play everything with feeling. But this is, you're longing to be home for the holidays, for Christmas or New Year's or whatever the holidays are. I don't know. And you're just dreaming about being there. You're just dreaming about being home for the, however that is. That's how fast you're going to go. They do put in a retardando there at the bottom of page 13. The last little bit, you're going to slow down a bit. Here. So those last notes that are supposed to be held down for 6 counts are going to feel like they're held down longer because you're counting slower, because you slowed down. Don't slow down too much because those notes will last forever and they want to hurry up and clap. So just slow down a little bit. Now let's deal with this elephant in the room, shall we say, the page turn. You got to be able to get the page turned without messing up the beat. Ideally, just memorize the piece. You don't have to worry about it. Or maybe if you could at least memorize page 11. There's only 2 lines there. If you can memorize that, you don't have to worry about it. If not, then maybe there's somebody there who can turn the page for you. But maybe it's not always available. Sometimes the person, if you're playing a duet, the person doing the duet can turn the page for you. That works too. Otherwise, we got to figure out how to turn it ourselves. And we look for a place near the page turn where one hand isn't doing anything. Well, the last measure in page 11, the left hand's not doing anything. That gives us 4 counts. Plus 1 count on page 12 to turn the page. So that's 5 counts. If you can do that, within that 5 counts, you can do that. Just use the left hand. That takes care of it. Otherwise, you may have to wait until you get to measure 13. When the left hand's playing, there you got 6 counts. Well, the right hand's not doing anything. So there you could turn it there. Well, you got to memorize then the first couple of measures on page 12. If you can memorize those measures, then you wait and you turn the page when you get over to measure 8 and 9, where the right hand's not doing anything. You can do it there. We practice page turns when we play piano. If we're not going to have it memorized, We do practice the page turns. You got to make sure you can do it in time without messing up the beat. And you got to make sure that the music, the paper and the music is going to stay open. Because I've been playing and turned the page and had it go back. It didn't want to stay open before. And that's a pain when you're performing, because now you got to do it again and things ain't working and you didn't rehearse that part. So, bleh. So just make sure everything's working for you. So when you're performing it, it works. A couple of things. One is a measure 9, the top of page 12. The last measure, the first line, measure 9. You're here. And then for the D sharp, since 3's on D, I'm going to use it on the D sharp. Hopefully I don't have to point all those out. They put it in parentheses, I'm not sure why, but that's what it is. That's fine. And also in the dynamics, when you get to the last measure on page 12, that's here. All of those are melody, but you're going to hold that down. So you play them all loud. Even though that's only melody for one beat, still you play it out and you hold it down. Then, yeah, I mean, this is the way it's arranged. I don't know about that, but that's what they want, so okay. Also, as far as interpreting the music goes, because we talk about interpreting, well, most teachers don't teach interpretation. You just play the notes there. It's all mechanical. You give it to a computer or whatever. Just play the notes there. Yeah, you don't interpret nothing. I try and at least teach some interpretation. The dynamics, vowels and sounds, the articulations, the slurs and stuff, the speed, how fast you go, all of that is part of interpreting the music. It's how you express the music. Well, there's a thing we call natural accents. In case you're not confused enough, let's add this. Okay. You feel naturally. You've felt them all along. Most people do. If you're dancing, you feel that. It's in 4/4 time. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You just feel these. Boom, bum, bum. It's not just bum, 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 bum. Ugh. You feel 1, 2, 3, 4. It kind of feels like motion. Well, at the beginning, exaggerate them if you need to. 1, 2, 3. Beats 1 and 3. You feel these as you go through. I'm exaggerating them so you can hear them better. Really, they're natural accents, therefore they happen naturally. You feel them. If you'll feel them, they'll come out in the music and the listener will pick up on it. It adds a lot to the music when you can feel the natural accent. Something else you might think about in this piece is at the end, the coda. You can if you want. There's nothing in the music that says anything. It's just part of interpreting the piece. Measure 11. For the quarter notes, you can if you want. Some arrangements would. Slow that down. It's an afterthought. So start like measure 16 is here. Now I just go on, So the whole thing was an afterthought, and it's clear to the listener that it is an afterthought. It's not part of the piece anymore. The piece ended with home. That helps, that's part of interpretation. Some people do it, some people don't. That's why different people can read the same music and play it differently. They interpret it differently, and I think that's wonderful. Yeah, I encourage that. Yeah. Now, once you can play this okay, at least slowly with no hesitations, let's play it together and check that you have the correct notes and rhythms. Now, I can't do the page turn on these play with me's, so we're going to do page 11. and then we're going to stop, turn the page. I'm going to count us in again, another 4 beats, and we're going to do the rest of it slowly. No louds and softs. We're not performing it, just notes and rhythms. That's what we're after. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Stop, turn the page. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. 2, hold, 2. 2, 3, 4, tie, 2. 2, 3, 4, tie, 2, rest, rest. There's a duet for this at the bottom of these pages. I like to play that. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, and we're not stopping for the page turn. So you got to have that page turn, get it in time. So I'll give us 4 counts. Now, I have to adjust this accompaniment a little bit at the bottom because it's important that we stay together. And to do that, I need to play something on every beat. So I'm going to adjust the accompaniment so I'm playing something. I'll make it up on every beat to keep us together. 1, 2, ready, go.